Information is critical for taking many vital decisions for the administrators, scientists, and planners also. In this, space technology has come up handy in generating the valuable information on natural resources, particularly, and environmental studies. Space technology is increasing, being used for military and other purposes also. But in India, we have made specific peaceful uses of this technology in natural resources survey and their management. Recently added satellites are emphasized more on availability of higher resolution data, and Department of Space recently released the data of Cartosat 3 having a very good resolution of 25 centimeter for panchromatic and about 1 meter for multispectral. So this data is of various uses, in particularly for your infrastructure mapping, for your cadastral level planning, etc. And recently, on 7th of this November 2020, one more satellite, EOS Earth Observation Satellite 01, also called RESAT-2 BR2, that is a microwave satellites having all weather surveillance during day and night, that has also been launched. So India is one of the leading nations of the world in the field of space and satellite technology. With the successful launch of series of your geostationary satellites like your INSAT, GSATs, etc., and remote sensing satellites. Earlier it was IRS series, presently ResourceSats and Cartosat satellites. India has been included in the galaxy of nations having most advanced and operational space programs. Our country has already developed indigenous technologies for the fabrication and launching of polar orbiting satellites. With the operationalization of our indigenous built Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV, India has entered into the phase of commercial satellite launching also. Recently, with your EOS-01, India has launched 9 more satellites of the other countries in the orbit. So we are earning in this direction also. We have also successfully tested the Geostationary Satellite Launch Vehicle GSLV, a robust satellite launching vehicle, which is being used for putting your geostationary satellites like your INSAT and GSAT, etc. in the orbit. The fast developing remote sensing technology has found many uses in various aspects of natural resources management. Satellite data is now being used in agriculture, which in turn into major commercial activity for the agrarian states like your Punjab, Haryana, UP, etc. And uses of this technology in the field of agriculture includes your recently Haryana or this HARSAC has started cadastral level crop acreage estimation, first in the country. And other uses like your disaster management or crop damage assessment, land degradation studies, wasteland studies, soil survey and land degradation studies. There are so many, you can say, soil moisture studies, monitoring of salinity and waterlogged areas, desertification, etc., etc. Besides this, with the help of satellite images, valuable database on various resources like geomorphology, groundwater prospects, water quality, drainage, slope, land use, land cover, infrastructure, etc. can be generated. And to augment the irrigation and drinking water facilities, these technologies are also used to identify the abundant river channels, as Dr. Piyush Gupta told. These are also called paleo channels, and in Haryana, we have mapped all paleo channels. They are also being called by some scientists or some reporters that these are the paleo channels of the Saraswati River. But these are the good source of drinking water in the areas because the availability of fresh water possibility is there. Also, the scientists have identified the junctions of these old river channels or old river courses, which could be the potential archaeological sites. In Haryana, there is one Rakhi Gadi, you have heard all, that is also on the juncture of these paleo channels. Presently, GIS has developed as a valuable tool for spatial planning. GIS uses geospatial technology to create and manage the information. In a very strict sense, the term describes any information system that integrates, that store, analyze, share, or display the geographic information. It helps in instantaneous collaboration through the cloud. It enables administrators or the government officials to make an informed and right decision and give control for better planning. Different layers created in GIS helps in performing complex spatial analysis and improved transparency for the citizen engagement. Similarly, GPS means Global Positioning System helps you identify your location anywhere on the earth, and it has emerged as a very good navigation and surveying tool in the recent time. So the combination of all these remote sensing, GIS, and GPS, collectively known as geoinformatics, that can help in the development of decision support systems, which could be very useful for the administrators and planners. Remote sensing and GIS, if we say, is a part of curriculum for a number of master's program. Particularly in Haryana, I have gone through the curriculum of these postgraduate students of geography or environmental science also. The students have a good career opportunities in this area to develop their expertise in these areas, as a number of service providers are coming up in this field in the private sector. Therefore, it is worthwhile to get trained and apprised with the potential of these technologies for a career in the emerging market of geoinformatics. And Haryana Space Application Center, which is a nodal agency in the state for all its remote sensing, GIS, GPS, or your UAV activities in the state, is having an state-of-art facilities and best expertise in this field. Also organizes various level training programs for college or university professors, for postgraduate students also for the school level teachers and students. Considering their requirement, ARSET every year organizes these training programs. More than it, we have started MTech Geoinformatics program in collaboration with Guru Jambheshwar University and getting a good response, and hope that the participants will learn a lot and update and share their knowledge with each other. Thank you very much.